Okay, look at this exercise 1C from your intermediate textbook. You see, in the first problem, first part, we have to find equation to the tangent at P. This is P in the first case to the circle. This is the circle equal to 0. Okay, we have to find equation to the tangent. We know the formula is nothing but S1 equal to 0, tangent. So to this, if I write equation to the tangent S1 equal to 0, it is, we know that it is xx1 plus yy1 minus 3 into x plus x1 plus 2 into y plus y1 minus 12 equal to 0. Now this is your x1 comma y1. So in the place of x1 y1 we have to write 7 and minus 5. So I get 7x minus 5y minus 3 into x plus 7 plus 2 into y minus 5 minus 12 equal to 0. You simplify, you have the answer. Similarly, you can complete the remaining things. Now, coming to this second problem, is asking us to find normal at P this time. You see, I told you, normal always passes through the center of the circle. Normal at this point, say this is 3 comma minus 4, and that is the center of the circle. We know normal always passes through the center. What is the center here? Minus g comma minus f. Observe that 2gx, 2g is 1, so g is 1 by 2, minus g is this, and minus g comma minus f. Similarly, you can see that from here f is 1 by 2, so minus f means I get minus 1 by 2. So you got the center. Now this is the normal, you just have to find equation to the line passing through these 2 points. That's all. I leave it there. You can complete the problem. Coming to second Roman, first problem, I want you to observe that he asked for length of the chord intercepted by this circle on this line. Now this one we discussed in the very first class on basics itself. You see, I have a circle, I have a line, it is intersecting the circle. Here its equation is nothing but x minus y minus 3 is equal to 0. And the circle, I need center. You can see that center is nothing but 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. Now I am going for the radius. Radius we know it is root of g square plus f square minus c. You can see that c is nothing but minus 22 there. So I'll get plus 22. So I'm getting this as square root of 88 plus 10, that is 98 by 4 I am getting. So it is nothing but cancelling a 2 in the numerator and denominator, 7 by root 2 I have. Okay. Now radius I have, this is 7 by root 2 radius. Okay. Let me find distance from center to the line. Okay. So it is nothing but applying the formula mod of point in the line 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 minus 3 by root of a square plus b square. So what am I getting from this? It is 1 by root 2. So now we are going to find this length using Pythagoras theorem there. So I have that length as, this length is nothing but root of 49 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So I am getting it as root of 48 by 2. So it is root 24. Nothing but 2 root 6. Now this part is 2 root 6. You want the full length. So the answer is nothing but 4 root 6. That is the length of the intercept. Second and third problems are also on the same line, so I leave them. Now I am going for the fourth problem here. What is the fourth problem? In the fourth problem, he said that we have a circle having center, he gave the center. Center is 2 comma 3. Now he said that it is touching one line. The line is nothing but 3x minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. You have to find equation to the circle. We know that to find equation to the circle, we need center and radius. He already gave us center. Now we are going for the radius. So radius, we know that as it touches, distance from center to the line is nothing but radius. So applying distance formula, mod of, that is 3 into 2 minus 4 into 3 plus 1 by root of a square plus b square. I am having this as 1. So that is the radius. Now I have the radius. This is nothing but radius only, no. Distance from center to the line is nothing but radius. So I got the radius and we have the center. Now equation to the circle is nothing but x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 1. Okay, let's move on to next problem. This fifth problem we can do in 2-3 different ways. Like one way is seeing it as the fourth problem above. Y-axis, we know that equation to y-axis is nothing but x equal to 0. So in the above problem also he gave center and a line equation. Then we found equation to the circle. I mean line equation touching the circle means a tangent equation he has given. So it is the same thing even here. So you can do on the same lines. Another way of doing things is, you see, I have circle here having center as minus 3 comma 4. It just center is minus 3 comma 4. Now I have tangent here. It is nothing but y-axis. Okay, therefore you can see that this distance is nothing but 3 units. The distance is, you see, suppose I have x-axis here, then you can see that this is minus 3. This distance is nothing but 3 units. So I got radius directly. Center is there, radius is there. You can write equation to the circle. For fun, I can do like this also. Observe that the circle equation is nothing but x square plus y square. You see the center, the x coordinate is minus 3. We know that this is minus g. Minus g is minus 3 means g is nothing but 3. So 2gx plus 2fy. Similarly, you will get minus 8y plus c is equal to 0. The only thing you don't know is c. So observe that it is touching the y-axis. Touching the y-axis means the length of the intercept made by the circle on the y-axis, which is nothing but 2 into f square minus c, that is 0. That means I have f square is equal to c. So c is nothing but f square. F is 4. So c is 16. Substitute this value here, you got your circle equation. So 3 different ways of doing this simple problem. Okay, all these ways should look very trivial to you. Now coming to the sixth problem, observe that he gave us one circle and he said that we have to find tangents at the points whose ordinates are 1. So suppose I have a line here and y is equal to 1. Ordinate means y coordinate only, no. That means this point 1 here, this point 1 here. I don't know the x coordinate, but observe that the points they lie on the circle. So putting y is equal to 1 in the circle, you will get the corresponding x coordinates. So let us do that. If I put y equal to 1, I will get x square plus 1 minus 8x minus 2 plus 12 is equal to 0. Okay. So I have x square minus 8x plus 11 is equal to 0. So I get x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So I am getting it as, cancelling a 2 in the numerator and denominator, it is 4 plus or minus, inside it is 20, we brought a 4 out, root 5 again. So these points are nothing but, I need a little more space here, so this is 4 plus root 5 comma 1 and this point is nothing but 4 minus root 5 comma 1. Now once you have the points, you have to find equations to the tangents. So for that simply use the formula S1 is equal to 0. At this point you need tangent equation S1 equal to 0 with this as x1 y1. Similarly at this point also you can find the equation to the tangent. I leave it there. Even seventh problem is a similar thing. This time he gave abscissa are 1. So for the at the points where you need to find the tangents, x coordinates are 1 this time. So I leave it. Now in the third problem, there is a printing mistake here. You see, this is not line segment AB. This is actually, it should be like this. Means length of the line segment AB. Find AB, that's all. Okay. That means once again it is nothing but length of the intercept only. You see, I have a circle. Okay. The name of the circle is x square plus y square is equal to c square. So the center is nothing but 0, 0 and the radius is nothing but c. Okay, I have a line here. What is the line? X by a plus y by b is equal to 1 is the line. And now you see, he said that this is intersecting this in the points a and b. Now you have to find AB means nothing but length of the intercept made by the circle on the line. So for that, once again we do the same thing the way we have done in the previous problem. You see, radius is c. I'm going for distance from center to the line. So if I apply the formula, I'm getting it as 1 by root of 1 by a square plus 1 by b square I get. So that is this distance. If I call the foot of the perpendicular as n here, Cn, this is nothing but Cn. Okay, and Cb is nothing but small c. Okay, that is the radius. Therefore, NB is nothing but applying that Pythagoras theorem, you have it as root of CB square minus Cn square. That will be 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. Now that is NB. 2 times of this will give you, okay, I'll write one more step for NB here. It is root of c square minus of, taking LCM here, a square b square by a square plus b square. So 2 times of NB gives you the length of the intercept or nothing but the length of AB. Okay, that is the first part. Now coming to the second part, he asked to deduce the condition for the line to be a tangent. Touching the circle means tangent. So you can see that when the line is touching the circle, the intercept is nothing but 0. The intercept is nothing but 0. So 2 times NB is 0 means NB itself must be equal to 0. So this must be equal to 0. So what do you get from that? You will have c square is equal to a square b square by a square plus b square. So that is the condition for the line to touch the circle. Now the same thing in the textbook he wrote like this. I want you to observe that from this I can write a square plus b square by a square b square is equal to 1 by c square I can write. Now writing separate denominators on the left hand side, I have it as 1 by a square plus 1 by b square is equal to 1 by c square I get. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. You can see that this is also the same thing. We have this time the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. That means center is 0, 0, radius is a. Okay, and this line is y equal to mx plus c. So again we have to find the length of the intercept. It is given that it is intersecting the circle in the points a and b. You have to find length of AB. So once again what we do? We draw perpendicular from the center onto this line. If I call the foot as n, now we find ON. What is ON? Distance from center to the line. Applying the formula, I'll have mod c by root of 1 plus m square you get. Now we find NB. Again right angle triangle, Pythagoras theorem, root of OB square minus BN square. I mean ON square, that is C square by 1 plus M square I get. So he gave that AB is equal to 2 lambda. We have AB is nothing but 2 times NB. Now he gave AB is equal to 2 lambda. So from this I get NB is nothing but lambda. So I have it as NB square is equal to lambda square. So what is NB square? A square minus C square by 1 plus M square is equal to lambda square. Or from this I have A square minus lambda square is equal to C square by 1 plus M square. Thereby you are getting your required condition. Okay, let's move on to next problem. Now look at this third problem. It is a similar thing once again. I have circle having center at 2, minus 2 comma 3. Center is at minus 2 comma 3. Now it is cutting a chord of length 2 units on the line. The line equation is 3x plus 4y plus 4 equal to 0. He said this length is 2 units. Okay. Now to find equation to the circle, all that I need is radius. Observe that I can find distance from center to the line. Because this full length is 2 units, half of it is nothing but 1 unit only. This length is 1 unit. We know that story. Now if I call the center as C, this as A, this as B, this as N, I have AN is equal to 1 and I am finding CN. CN is nothing but distance from center to the line. Applying the formula mod of minus 6 plus 12 plus 4 by root of A square plus B square. So what am I getting? I am getting 2 as Cn. So we want CA, which is nothing but radius, is CA. So applying Pythagoras theorem in the triangle CAN, we have this as root of AN square plus CN square. AN square plus CN square. You are getting root 5. So you got radius, you have center. Now you can find equation to the circle. With center and radius, the circle equation is nothing but x plus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to radius square, which is 5. Okay, let's move on to next problem. In the fourth problem, he is asking us to find equation to the tangent and normal. You see, tangent at this point, simply write s1 is equal to 0. You want normal. We know that any normal passes through the center. Observe that here center is 1 by 2 comma 3 by 2. So you have center and you have one more point. So we know that normal passes through, normal at any point, it passes through center of the circle. So that is center and that is the point 3 comma 2. And this is 1 by 2 comma 3 by 2. You just find equation to the line joining these two. You got your normal. Now fifth problem is also the same thing. I leave it. Sixth problem. Prove that the tangent at 3 comma minus 2 of this circle touches this circle. Okay, let's first write tangent at this point to this circle. Okay, s1 equal to 0. So writing s1 equal to 0, I'll get the tangent as 3x minus 2y is equal to 13. Now we have to prove that this is tangent to this circle. So when do you say line is tangent to circle? When the distance from center to the line is equal to radius. Okay, so let us show that distance from center to the line is radius. What is the center here? Center is minus 1 comma 5. Okay, and what is the radius? Root of g square plus f square minus c. So you are getting this as root 52. This is radius. Now let's go for distance from center to this line. So if I apply distance formula, I'll get mod of minus 3 minus 10 minus 13 by root of a square plus b square. So I have it as the numerator is 26 by root 13 I am getting. So this is nothing but 2 root 13, which is nothing but sending 2 inside root 52. You can see that this is nothing but radius. Therefore, it is actually a tangent to this circle. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. So this 7th problem, you can see that it is same as 6th problem, a little extra here. After showing that the tangent touches this circle, the 6th problem ends there itself. After showing that tangent touches this circle also, the story is over there. But this time he also asked for point of contact. This only in my last video I called as technique 1. So you apply the technique and find the point of contact. Okay, I leave it there. Now I am doing this 8th problem. Observe that in the 8th problem you are asking for tangents to this circle which are parallel to this line. So the required tangents, they are of the form x plus y plus k is equal to 0 because they are parallel to it. Okay, so see here, I have circle, the given circle is there, and I want tangents parallel to this line. Okay, so the required tangents, their equations are of the form x plus y plus k is equal to 0. Now the circle, we know the circle equation is x square plus y square minus 4x plus 6y minus 12 equal to 0. Now all that you have to do is to find k. How do you find? Using the fact that it is a tangent. What is the condition we know? Distance from center to the line is equal to radius. We apply that, we get k value. What is center here? You can see that from this center is 2 comma minus 3. Okay, what is the radius? Root of g square plus f square minus c. So I am getting it as 5. 5 is the radius. So now apply the formula. Distance from center to the line equal to radius. So distance from center to this line. Applying the formula, I will get 2 minus 3 plus k by root of a square plus b square is equal to radius. So from this I am getting mod of k minus 1 is equal to 5 root 2 I am getting. Or from this I have k minus 1 is equal to plus or minus 5 root 2. Or I have k is nothing but 1 plus or minus 5 root 2. Now write this value of k in here. You got your required tangents parallel to that x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. Okay, let's move on to next problem. Now the next problem, it is similar to 8th problem. This time the tangents are perpendicular to this. So we know that any line perpendicular to this is of the form x plus 3y plus k is equal to 0. So now your tangents, they look like this. Only thing you have to find is k. So simply follow the way we have done the 8th problem. You will get your answer. I leave it there. I hope you understood this problem. I am saying you find tangents parallel to this. Because this is perpendicular to this one, your tangents ultimately will be perpendicular to this one. Okay? Now moving to next problem. See, in the 10th problem, he is talking about tangents which are making an angle of 45 degrees with the x-axis. Suppose I have the coordinate system, x-axis is there. Now I have a line making an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, I have one more line making an angle of 45 degrees with the x-axis. But observe that for this the slope is 1, but for this the slope is minus 1. Now after looking into the answers given in the textbook, I understand that he gave only this as the answer. That means he is not considering angle made by the line, but he is considering only the inclination of the line. You can see that here the inclination is 135 degrees. We are not interested in this one. So what we do is we make a correction in the problem to match our answer with the answer given in the textbook. So here in the 10th problem we make it, which makes here you say makes an inclination of 45 degrees. Okay. Now coming to the problem, with inclination as 45 get slope as 1. Therefore y equal to mx plus c. M is 1 plus c. This is how your tangent is. Or it is nothing but x minus y plus c is equal to 0. So you are looking for equations to tangent to this circle which are like this, in this form. All that you have to do is to find the value of c. You know how to find. It is like above problem only. Simply apply distance from center to the line is equal to radius. You get the c value. Okay. Let's move on to next problem. Now coming to 11th problem, you see we have a circle passing through this point. So you see here I have circle. Suppose this is the point minus 1 comma 0, and also it is touching the line x plus y minus 7 equal to 0 at the point 3 comma 4. Now you have to find equation to the circle. What do you need to find equation to the circle? Center and radius. You see I have a point on the circle. If I know center, I know how to find radius. If I know center, I get radius. Simply applying distance between the points. So all that I need is center. See, we have done several problems earlier. To find center, find two lines passing through the center. So here observe that if I take the normal here, it passes through the center. Normal always passes through the center. So I find this normal here. And the next thing is for this chord, if I go for the perpendicular bisector, that also passes through the center. So the intersection of these two lines will give me the center ultimately. Understood? For fun, I'll write those equations for you. You can see that this point is nothing but the midpoint of this chord. So I have it as x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2, and its slope is nothing but this line slope I am talking about. It is 4 by 4, that is 1 is the slope. So its slope is nothing but minus 1. So its equation is nothing but x plus y is equal to 3. Now let's go for this equation. Now it is perpendicular to this line. Therefore its equation will be of the form x minus y is equal to, and it is passing through the point 3 comma 4 minus 1. There. Now we solve these two for the center. Once you have the center, you can find the radius, you can find the equation to the circle. I leave that 11th problem here. 12th problem, it is a very interesting problem. I want you to try for some more time. I will discuss this 12th problem at the end of this chapter. Okay. Now coming to 13th problem. We have done one more problem of this type. It is very simple. You see that we have to prove this touches this one. When do you say line is touching the circle? When the distance from center to the line is equal to radius. So you write the center here, that is 3 by 2 comma minus 7 by 2, and also the radius which is root of g square plus f square minus c. Okay, you got center, you got radius. Show that distance from center to this line is nothing but radius. That then you get that it is a tangent. And the second part, he is asking us to find the point of contact, and that is nothing but technique 1 I mentioned in the last video. So complete that problem.